must fight them as they fight us.
Classic jihadi rhetoric with echoes of the video recorded by the leader of the London bombers, Mohammed Sadiq Khan.
We are at war and I'm a soldier.
The phraseology is similar, as is the jihadi narrative of Islam at war with the West. Yet the London bombings were almost 8 years ago. There's been a sense, perhaps more a hope, that the appetite for extremism in Britain has been in decline. After all, there has been no successful lethal terrorist attack on home soil since 2005. But some comments made after the attack suggest that Britain may have a very serious problem indeed. Mohammed Khalil advises the Met Police on extremism and community relations. He's a leading figure in High Wycombe's substantial Muslim community, which he said was deeply shocked by the attack.
We heard a different variety of views, mainly, again, absolute shock, horror. However, within there were some people who were talking in a manner that presented a justification for this evil act. They're not seeing the picture that most of us see, which is that this is a young man with a family.
Of course, almost all British Muslims utterly condemn the attack, though a small minority seem to disagree. Last night we trawled through comments on the internet. Some were intolerant, others were extreme.
The man killed today was not innocent, was part of the British Army who is at war killing us Muslims day and night. How is he innocent?
One person used a photograph of Osama bin Laden as his internet profile, retweeting,
"I was the one who hate Al-Qaeda. May Allah forgive me. But now we've only one Al-Qaeda left. I am going to make you sure. That must be me."
Another tweet we read belittles the crime.
Barbaric and sickening? I wonder what they call everything else that happens in this secular society.
Other messages were more extreme.
"That guy killed a soldier. Imagine how many Muslims that soldier must have killed."
The government has a policy to counter such sentiments, preventing violent extremism. Stopping people taking it to the next stage is crucial because small plots are so difficult to uncover.
This is one of the challenges that exist now, because you can have intelligence, you can have information, but when you have small-scale plots that are not necessarily mass casualty, looking to perhaps blow up a plane or a building, focused on targeted assassinations, it becomes very hard to monitor that activity. The only way is through the internet, and increasingly one is finding that that is the platform, the pulpit for extremism.
Some critics suggest leaders inside the Muslim community itself have been slow to tackle the problem in its midst, and as a consequence this latest attack was inevitable.
It doesn't surprise me at all. In fact, you will not be surprised to hear that I believe you will experience far more attacks, because this is the root causes have not changed. Neither has the policy change that leads to this rage, and neither have the Muslim community been educated by our leadership as to what peaceful, democratic, political measures they could take to bring about that change that they so need.
Does it surprise you that 8 years after 7/7, the London bombings, we still are facing these problems?
It's not just now. We're going to face the same problems 8 years further down the line and more. Until we get to the root causes of this anger, this strong emotion, things are not going to change.
Yesterday's brutal murder has been profoundly shocking for virtually all Britons. But the fact that a tiny minority support such acts means there is a ready pool of new recruits. In spite of government programmes and a clear community and political rejection of this nihilism, that problem persists.